So, hello, this is Jeremy Chambers here with Keller Williams Realty, and also, loving local life. And I'm here interviewing, and the person I'm interviewing is Joel Kruse. Am I saying that right?
Yeah, Kruse. Yep.
Okay, all right. And Joel, what business are you with?
Western Restaurant Supply and Design in Richland, Washington.
Okay, and I know that, I mean, we talked a little bit before we did the interview, but everybody knows that business is crazy right now. Everything's kind of strange the way things turned out. But what would business be like usually for you pre-COVID, pre-weirdness?
Pre-COVID, pre-weirdness. I mean, obviously our core segment is the restaurant industry and food service. So, we'd have a lot more customers coming in wanting to do restaurant remodels, ordering new equipment, having new equipment installed. A lot more supplies being purchased. But with the industry, what's happening right now is um, the restaurants that are thriving are the ones that have been able to adapt and move to a to go takeout scenario or even delivery.
Right.
But a lot of the bigger restaurants that were heavily relied on fine dining, from all the stuff that I've been reading in the industry and what's been going on locally, they're really hurting right now because I think even after this whole thing gets loosened up and Inslee lifts the order, unless people resume life, I think with social distancing, people are still going to be, the fear mongering, all that stuff that's been going on and around this virus, the hype and the media is put on it. I think it's going to scare a lot of people out of wanting to leave their homes and go out to eat and sit down in a sit down environment. So, but before, pre-COVID, it was great. We were on pace to set a record year for our company, coming in February.
Right.
We moved into this new showroom in October, and ever since then, our sales have tripled, and as far as the number of orders a day, or number of transactions rather, and then dollar volume also.
Right.
But once COVID hit, and everything started slowing down, we saw our income cut in half. Our revenue just took a dive.
Yeah.
Then we were like, we need to make some changes. So, and I'll probably get into that probably in your next question, but.
Yeah. Yeah. No, and I think it's kind of a similar situation with a lot of people in the area. I mean, nobody saw this coming and nobody could prepare for this in a way that we needed to, I guess. Doesn't matter who you are.
Yeah.
But, and like you said, going forward, it's going to be weird. But how can we as a community help? How can consumers and other businesses, what can we do to help your business to thrive and not just scrape
Yeah.
by in this?
Well, that's actually a very complicated question with a complicated answer. But I mean, the simple answer is if you need to get new cookware, if you're cooking at home more, or if you need stuff for your house, to come down to Western Restaurant Supply and buy some new cookware, buy some new cutlery, buy some new china or glassware. We have a whole Home Chef Pro category here in the showroom that's catered to homeowners.
Nice.
I've had a lot of realtors like yourself actually come in here and buy gifts for new home buyers.
Okay.
So doing cutlery or cutting boards, we do sell John Boo's blocks. I mean, we have a lot of really cool high-end stuff that's commercial branded, but it fits really well into a residential application.
Okay.
We're kind of like the commercial version of Williams Sonoma. if
No.
I was to try and like label it, we don't have as many of the little tinkers and toys, but yeah, that's kind of, we wanted to be open to the public. We are open to the public, and that category I was trying to, when we open, I wanted to have a category that had some products that we hand-picked for homeowners. But as far as supporting our business, really it'd be just supporting the local restaurants here. They're our lifeblood. We thrive on them. They spend hard-earned dollars here, and so honestly, don't stop eating out, but continue eating out, ordering out, takeout to get delivery to go orders. If everyone stops eating out, the restaurants, especially the small owner-operated restaurants around here, are going to close.
Yeah.
And if they don't have revenue to sustain their business, then they can't pay their rents or their mortgages or their leases. And before you know it, this whole thing, when this thing's all over, you're going to see there's going to be turnover.
Right.
But it's all the people who are hustling, slinging food, trying to get things going. And so, we're trying to reinvest into those people that have, spent hard-earned dollars with us. We're trying to do something for, Cinco de Mayo on Tuesday.
Nice.
So We're still working out the details, but we might get Picante's Mexican taqueria food truck down here for Cinco de Mayo Taco Tuesday.
There you go.
So,
And those are always pickup.
and yeah, and we'll do like a big Cinco de Mayo sale, and try
Nice.
and social distancing. We got vinyl letters from Mustang sign in our showroom on our floors in front of our point of sales, and we're adhering to all the recommended guidelines. We have hand sanitizer all over the place. We're wearing masks when customers come in. So I mean, we have a very safe, and we're sanitizing and disinfecting hourly. So
Right. And I can see you got your masks back there, so you're
yeah,
ready.
yeah. So my our aunt Shelly, she's one of the owners of the business. She actually made these.
Nice.
She's a doctor at Cadillac, and she
That's
made
cool.
myself and Wes and everybody on our team masks. And I found some masks I purchased for our team here.
Right.
So like everyone, these are too expensive, by the way. I think I paid
I
$10
agree.
for 6 of them.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're also doing everything we can to support the local restaurant industry as far as reopening. And I got some things in the works as far as maybe putting a reopening kit of sorts together for businesses that are going to reopen and follow CDC guidelines.
Okay.
So
So any businesses that are watching this right now, if you have a restaurant that you're looking at, getting back on what do you say, on pace or on foot, up and running again,
up and yeah,
to get a hold of you, then and make sure you have the kit to get going.
or if you never closed but you're going to reopen your dining room, the other
Oh,
thing
there
is
you go.
a lot of our vendors that have shifted production focus to COVID minded products. So I think I had like 4 or 5 of my manufacturers email me saying we're making plexiglass shields now. So I mean, if you want shields at the end of your dining tables, or if you want shields at your hostess station, or if you want anything like that, we definitely have access to all those kinds of products. um, so we're here to help the restaurant industry in the Tri-Cities rebound from this dip, and in doing so,
Perfect.
it'll help our business continue to sustain our operations and grow. And ultimately, we want to see the community thrive here, and we
Right.
don't want to see it bury itself. Um, and
Correct.
so the sooner we can all get reopened and safely operate and give consumers the ability to purchase food and still feel like they're in a safe environment, that's really what we're going for.
Nice. Thank you. So I know one of the things you mentioned was hand sanitizers. You have those available and ready. How do people order those? How do they pick them up? All that stuff.
Yeah. So we saw a need, and an opportunity came across our desk with our buying group, and so we bought 2 pallets of hand sanitizer, 96 cases. There were 6 64-ounce bottles in a case. There are a lot of people who are manufacturing it now that other than Purell. Purell can't. I mean, I'm also trying to get that stuff, but it's very, very difficult. So we got this hand sanitizer. We have it here in stock in our Richland showroom, 1957 Fowler Street, Richland, Washington, next to Cash and Carry.
Okay.
And we have bottles for sale, $45 a bottle, or $2.55 for a case. I had a customer of ours that owns a grocery store locally say he bought hand sanitizer, and the price he paid was $2.50 for 2 gallons, and we're selling our 3-gallon case for $2.55. So
Right.
we're not price gouging this stuff at all. We wanted to make sure that it was still reasonably priced and affordable. Also, when you think $45 a bottle, I had to talk to some people on social media about that, because they're like, it seems a little steep, and at first glance it does. 40 people usually spending, they're used to spending $7 or $8 for a pump bottle of Purell, but that's 8 ounces of hand sanitizer.
Right.
So I mean, these are half-gallon bottles. So
I was going to say that's a lot
um,
of sanitizer,
it is a lot of sanitizer.
especially
Um,
when you just put a little bit on and you rub it around.
yeah,
You're not
it's a lot
drinking
of
it.
it's a lot of hand sanitizer. So you're getting half a gallon instead of an 8-ounce bottle. And so, if you do the math, that a $7 8-ounce bottle times 8 in a 64-ounce bottle, you're looking at 56, or no, you're looking at like over $50 for the same amount of product.
Right.
And that's at normal street value. So it's actually a really good deal. And we've already had a lot of construction companies come in here and snag some up, because they're required to have it on job sites now that the governor lifted construction restrictions. So,
Right.
but so we have a lot of it. I have another pallet in the back that we're slowly breaking down.
Okay.
You can buy it on our website, westernfoodequipment.com. There's a link on the homepage to go straight to the product detail page. We have the SDS sheets there for you to look at if your
Okay.
business needs those. And then
And
we'll fulfill straight out of our warehouse here in Richland if you're not in Tri-Cities and you can't come down and pick some up.
okay. And what I'll do is I'll make sure that there's a link in the video in the description to go
Sure.
straight to the website so they can purchase there. So
Okay, sweet.
we'll do that. And then if anybody has any questions, how do they get a hold of you?
Honestly, you can go on to westernfoodequipment.com, contact us. You can go into our Facebook page. We're very active on Facebook. Just search for Western Restaurant Supply, or you can just call us at 866-585-6978. Or you can email us at sales@westernfoodequipment.com.
All right,
And
perfect.
yeah, and we've got some sales going on right now that will probably continue through May. 10% off all equipment right now, which is a huge discount if you're in the market for equipment. We do have upright freezers. If you're looking for a freezer for your garage, if you're a homeowner and you can't get a chest freezer right now,
Save the beef just in case.
save the beef, right? We have vacuum sealers and vacuum packers, and we have sous vide equipment for cooking sous vide, and we have a lot of cool stuff in the showroom. So if you haven't been down here, come check it out.
Thanks. All right. Well, thanks a lot, Joel. And I'll let you get back to what you're doing.
Yeah,
And thanks for spending a couple minutes with me. Anybody who wants an interview as well, I'm actively going to be promoting these things. Share this. Help us help each other. So that way we're all flourishing and striving in this economy here locally. Whatever happens, around us doesn't change what we do about it. So
yep. Tri-City strong.
there you go.